Pulsechain has higher throughput, better security, lower environmental impact to the point of nearly none, is a newer coin with more features, is faster than Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has an $800 billion market cap. Pulsechain doesn't. Why? Well, we're new. We're on the way, right? Things will get better, in my opinion. So like, and for you listening, is that a forward-looking price statement? Nope, not a forward-looking price statement, not financial advice. So we've got a wonderful network. We've got wonderful features. We've got wonderful airdrop. There's, you can do lending on the Pulsechain network. There's projects that let you borrow coins. There's projects that there's stable coins on Pulsechain. There's all types of stuff people have launched on Pulsechain. Guys, the network is good. Works great. Oh, and the bridge is free too. Somebody set the bridge to 0 fee so that using the bridge has no fee, both directions. So if you go to bridge.pulsechain.com, there's no fees currently. In, out, either way, no fees. Now you're going to pay a fee on the Ethereum network. Nothing you can do about that. That's Ethereum's side, right? So you got a great network and you got a ton of free coins and it's been worked flawlessly for 7 months. Go make it great, guys. Launch stuff on it, use it, build fiat on-ramps, make a money transmitter in your state, make a licensed money transmitter in your state, and you can, make the community better.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. Woohoo! Pulsechain markets and project updates. That's the title of the video today. We're going to get into all that now. This is the first time we are streaming live to X platform. So X social platform, we're streaming live there today. So hopefully it's going well because I can't see it myself, but it's going. So if you're on X and you're watching, welcome to the first very live screening, something like that. We're screening. We're screening? No, we're streaming. We're streaming there. We're streaming to X. Hey, we got it out at the end of the day. So hope you guys are enjoying it, and a big welcome. Normally we've been streaming on 3 YouTube channels. We're now streaming to X social platform as well. Now, these live streams do get uploaded to other social platforms. We get uploaded automatically to Rumble after they're finished. They get streamed up to Rumble eventually. They also go on to, what's another one? They go to Odyssey. And they also, which is formerly Library. They also get loaded up, I think, to what's another one? There's another one there. Just forgotten the name of it at the moment, but it's another big social platform. But first time to X social platform live. Feeling really good about it. So hope you guys enjoy. Leave some comments on there if you will, as well below the video. We've got Lies Beneath in the house. Hello, how are you today? Very good. Of course, the golden strategy, the Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and Center for the win, 100%. And a big shout out to Lies. Always bring the alpha and maximum strategy that we follow on this channel. We've got Craig Pitt in the house. Good morning to you, Craig. Good to see you. And we've got Crypto Dan. Hey, guys, let's go PDI to parity, says Crypto Dan. How about that? What a great call that was, right? In fact, we've pretty much called all the ones on this channel. All the tokens that are pumping at the moment, apart from a couple of new ones. So if you picked those up, you would have made some mad gains over the last couple of days, despite the market kind of being flattish for the rest of crypto and Pulsechain to some degree. All right, so we've got LVL in the house there. Hello, sir. How are you? Very good, thank you. And we've got beautiful sun outside. The sun is just cracked open. It is full on sunny outside. We've got Archie in the house as well. Hi all, good to see Archie. Pulse Yoga in the house there. Howdy. Welcome. And we got Sandy Beach as well. Hey, Hex Token, everybody. Big shout out to Sandy. Another streamer in the Pulsechain Hex space. Amazing. If you're not following Sandy, follow Sandy on YouTube. Oh, it's actually on the X social platform. And of course, Sandy there, I think, have you hit 3,500 followers? I think you must be pretty close there, Sandy. But definitely give Sandy a follow to help Sandy over that mark as well. If you love health and fitness, Sandy crushes it on that. We got Wookie in the house as well. Good to see you, Wookie. And I have no idea what Wookie's saying, but good to see Wookie in the house. Something about Okoza or something like that. Maybe the price has taken off. I don't know. Sir, how can I buy Pulsex, says LV. Well, you can buy it in a number of means. We've got links in the video description, but you jump into our Discord. You can get access to links as well. but I have got links in the video description, I think, for that as well. Let me just check actually what links do I have up. I've got socials for Discord. You can join our Discord. You can get all the links to buying and selling on Pulsechain. Actually, we've got Pulsechain useful links at the bottom there. Go Pulse, buy and sell any token on Pulsechain, so you can use that. That's pretty good. We've got Coast Fiat on-ramp there as well. You get 5,000 bonus weight tokens as well if you use that. So you can check that out. Yeah, so pretty cool. And I've also got a multi-chain swap there, which is not Pulsechain, but it is multi-chain. Actually, they might route through Pulsechain too, through Change now, actually, so that might be interesting. All right, let's see who else has jumped in. Hopefully that helps the LVR, but we've got tons of different ways of buying and selling on Pulsechain, bridging, stuff like that in our Discord under useful links. Definitely worth joining up to. Brian's the house here. Sup, folks? Good to see you, Brian, our community leader, representing. Yeah, if you want to join up the Strategy Club too, we're going to have a session in a couple of hours, actually, a little impromptu session on Strategy Club. So definitely join up to that if you want to make that. Talk about some of the best projects, best strategies, and best intel. Is a great place to be, Strategy Club. Sandy Beach says, I did hit 3,500, then some peeps unfollowed. I think they're probably bots or, the scammy accounts. I think that's why the numbers always move around so much, because, you get all those trolled accounts, those people that set up accounts on X and they're all fake. It's probably those, Sandy, that's, disappearing. We got Brian says, a member for 24 months. Unbelievable. Brian's one of the top 3 members, I think it is, for Hex Token channel. So he's been supporting that long. So big shout out for 2 years. Brian has supported this channel. A huge appreciation. What else can I say? LFG, let's go. Woohoo! All right. And 24 months. Awesome support, Brian. Now, Brian is our community leader as well. So, he is a huge part of our community, a big part of the heart of our community, I would say, as well. As a big shout out to Brian. Brian's onboarded probably over, I don't know, let's say around 150 plus people onto Pulsechain and Hex and things like that. He has been incredible. So big shout out. He's also number 2 on the Coast referral as well, on-ramping people to Coast, the Fiat on-ramp to Pulsechain, just behind Crypto Coffee. So he really is an incredible person and helps a lot of people into crypto. We got, what else do we got? Scotty says Pulsechain is greater than Solana. I like that. Or Soylana. See what you did there, Scotty. What else there? We got Sandy Beach says, who unfollowed Sandy Beach? One of the nicest people out there. Yeah, that's true. Wookie says Kosa is up, 1,180%, just saying. All right, we'll check that out later on today, Wookie. All right. LVR says, I am a Kumram from Pakistan. Hey, wow, big shout out to you from Pakistan as well. Man, I've watched so many documentaries on Pakistan. Hexon Choice says, hello, Hexkins. Good to see Hexon Choice. Welcome. And good to see you. Let's get straight into it, folks. We're going to get into crypto. Let's, without further ado, bam, let's go. Let's bring up the banners. There we go as well. So Bitcoin at the moment, no stock market today, of course. It's the weekend, Sunday in the United States. It's now Monday here in New Zealand. A bit of a holiday, actually, today where I am. We got Bitcoin here at the moment, $42,114. Just up slightly there. The Bitcoin dominance back over 50% as well. And we got down to, 48% or so. Bitcoin dominance has gained. Ethereum there come way back down at 2,261, but, it's holding pretty nicely at the moment. Excuse me, I just need a bit of a drink here. I just realized I haven't set up my mic either. Mic's not set up properly. Let me just set up my mic quickly. Let me do that. Bam. Hope you guys are having a good time out on Pulsechain, man. There's so much stuff to hunt. If you like a bit of speculation too, there's always a bit of opportunity on Pulsechain for that too. Everything else is pretty mixed, right? Pretty mixed. So that's where Ethereum and Bitcoin are. Let's jump over to Bitcoin. And we can see that on the chart here, we had a nice little pump back up here. We're back over a 50 moving average. So that's really important on EMA. That's really, really good. So looking good, folks. And we know that things have just calmed down regarding the selling and the ETFs and things like that. And I believe that there's the NAV is at 0% for the Bitcoin Trust as well. So things going pretty well. $42,000. That's where we're sitting on at the moment. Beautiful. We've been high today so far. 42,839 so far today. Looking very, very good. And as you guys know, if we put the overlay on, we've got some big things coming up. I haven't heard much about the budget. Actually, I must follow that up. But we've got the Bitcoin halving coming up very, very fast. It's just happening so fast. And here we go. Where we're up to that. 78 days or so, maybe 77 days till Bitcoin halving. So bullish, folks. It's going to be really, really fun to see that. And Bitcoin looking good back over the 50. Got to be saying that's good. Now, in March, of course, we're going to talk about Ethereum. And so let's get into that. Let's go to Ethereum here. So Ethereum, they're trying to push back over the 50. Otherwise doing pretty well also. I think it's going to do it probably in the next day is my guess. Because, you know, Sunday's always a bit of a quiet or sell day. So far, so good, though, today. Sunday hasn't been too bad. And maybe Monday will push back over this 50 on the EMA, given how Bitcoin has gone back over 50 as well. So there we are, 2,300. Remember, we've got the Proto-Dank sharding on at the moment. That's going to go all the way to February the 7th when we're expecting the final upgrade. All goes well. And of course, I'm not sure if we've done the second upgrade yet. Need to double check that too. So there we are, the few pieces of things I need to check there. But then, of course, in March, potentially mainnet for the Proto-Dank sharding upgrade. And that's going to benefit Optimism and Arbitrum and second layers, right? That's the big benefit there. So maybe that's something worth having in your blue chip portfolio, especially after a pullback, right? There's Optimism and Arbitrum there. You're going to get a leverage play on that move because they're the ones that primarily going to benefit from that Proto-Dank sharding there. The other thing, of course, is in April, we'll talk about Bitcoin halving, and then in May, potentially the Bitcoin ETFs, right? So the Ethereum ETFs in May, there's about 7 or so of those as well. So that's taken away there in May. So lots of stuff there. I need to update this Ethereum chart here with all those measures, but that's what's coming up pretty much in the first half of the year. Now, we also in May not only get the Ethereum ETFs, but also potentially a interest rate pivot from the Federal Reserve. And also, we also could get expansion monetary supply, maybe in the second half of the year, maybe June, July, something like that. We are still expecting a bit of recession in the second half of the year if the monetary theory goes out well. And so far, it's been very, very good. So we'll see how we get on there. Now, you do see I've got some Black Swan event there, China-Taiwan invasion. Hopefully not, right? Hopefully not. The hell, no one wants that. So hopefully we don't get anything like that. But we can't stick our head in the sand either. But here we are. That is where we are. So we're going to get into Pulsechain. So let's get into that. We've got Pulsechain at the moment, 000116, up 1%, 16% above the mean sacrifice price. Pulsex at the moment is at quadruple 0417. I just realized I've lost my line there. So we got Pulsex there at quadruple 0417, up 1.35%. We got incentive token there is up $1.97, is down 3.2% at the moment. The ratio, interestingly enough, is 17,000 pulse per one incentive token. The PHEX at the moment is at 1.62 cents, and that was actually up quite a bit earlier today, up 0.5% at the moment. EHEX there is 85/100th of a penny. The combined price of EHEX and PHEX there at 2.47. Now, I saw that earlier today at 2.56, I think it was. We're currently at 2.47 at the moment. Now, we know around Pulsex, of course, that we're expecting the PUSD Earn protocol to launch, but the Fetch Oracle is taking longer to mature, let's say, scale up. And, of course, therefore, Pulsex has not been able to launch yet. Remember, we were expecting PUSD Earn protocol to use a hybrid between their own centralized Oracle and the Fetch Oracle, which is supposed to moving from centralized to fully decentralized and scaling up what it can offer in terms of price and non-price calls for the Fetch Oracle. So Pulsex PUSD Earn protocol still not launched yet. That is the reason that has been given, which makes sense. At the moment, though, the buy and burn continues to go up. There's 682 billion Pulsex has been bought up and burned, and I'm pleased to say we got 3.33% of the public supply of Pulsex has been bought up and burned so far. So that's just slowly eating away at the public supply of Pulsex, which is quite nice. We're still early in the bull market phase. If you think maybe October last year was kind of the start of that, then we're still quite early indeed. And we're certainly not getting up anywhere near the previous all-time highs. So we've got a long way to go in this run. And we've got the best lineup of crypto news you could possibly ask for. Obviously from the Bitcoin ETFs, which was started all the way through to the Bitcoin halving, the Ethereum ETFs, Proto-Dank sharding, full Dank. I don't know, full Dank sharding is going to be quite a while away, but that is kind of where we are at the moment on that. So that is day 261, folks. The results. Now, I didn't cover day 260 yesterday. Obviously, I was having a day off there. Sometimes on the weekends, kind of cool to do that, especially in our summer. Want to get out and about and stuff like that. Now, let's move over to the charts. We've got Pulse chart there, looking pretty good as well. We obviously got our golden cross here with the 50 EMA over the 200 EMA in yellow. And, of course, that's a day on the daily. The moving averages on the daily there. Currently kind of moving sideways at the moment, 0001,156. So looking really good. I'm really liking this chart. It looks very cool indeed at the moment. The RSI has got to cool off as well. The RSI there is down to 61. So we're really come off from that overbought period. Looking very, very good. And it does look like maybe the MACD here, is going to have a short period. It's probably a bit longer than I thought it would be actually. But a little bit of time to cool off that RSI is a good thing. And we're holding up pretty well. And hopefully we'll get this to cross back up to green, where the orange crosses up over the blue there. Sorry, the blue over the orange. That's what we're looking for there. Now, so far so good. Looking not too bad. In fact, looking very good. And we're well over the SEC price and the mean sacrifice price. So we're looking at like that as support, right? So 0001 as support. That's kind of cool. All right, let's go into Pulsex there. Pulsex looking better as well, so looking better here. And we've had no crossover from we've got a different TA indicator here, the EMA cross, which was bullish as well. But man, this is looking really good on Pulsex. Now, I've been calling Pulsex being the one to go to, obviously incentive token as well. But really, Power City Earning Protocol waiting for that has been delayed, and this is still looking really, really good. So imagine when Power City gets on with the Earn Protocol, it's going to take tons of Pulsex off the market, and it's going to be issuing a third stablecoin for Pulsechain, PXDC, which is going to be massive, potentially tens of millions of dollars of stablecoins in PXDC. Just like liquid loans, and looking good for Pulsechain. Pulsechain continues to move from strength to strength, really does. And this chart sort of indicates that very well. So onwards and upwards. All right, that is pretty much it. Let's look at the RSI quickly. RSI pretty cooled off as well, 58. It's always nice to get back to 50, right? You can have another little run up there, but looking really good at 58 as well. Incentive token, which has been the talk of the town, that is at $1.97 at the moment, just weakening off actually. Probably the weakest of the three at the moment. And the ratio down to 17,000 there. So yeah, this is going to come back. Let's see if we find support at 16,000, give or take a little bit there. And that would be a 61.8 on the Fibonacci. So definitely broken down to 50. Definitely it looks like 61.8 in play here as well. And it should hold up there, given that Pulsex is probably going to hold up there. So maybe 16,000 is the bottom of that line. We're currently on 17,100 at the moment. So keep an eye on that. Just probably maybe worth holding off. Obviously, do what you want to do. But from my point of view, maybe just chill a little bit on the incentive token. Obviously, it had a super rally up there as well, but maybe 61. Now, it'd be pretty dramatic if it did a 78 or more. That'd be down to 12,700 would be the bounce there. Not sure if it's going to do that, given the fact that Pulsex is doing so well. And, of course, the Power City Earn Protocol potentially coming, although delayed. So question mark over here. But in any case, I think more probable 16,000 may be the bottom there. We will see. I haven't got the RSI on here either. Check out the RSI. I haven't got that loaded though. All right, let's go to Hex. PX there. PX looking good. They're feeling good. And I've been talking to some TA guys about this. They're feeling good about PX as well. 1.62 cents. This is about to just slowly accumulate a bit more, I think. Get back over 16.75 and off to the races again. Kind of feels that way. The RSI still chill down here at 54, and maybe we'll get a cross here on the MACD. Keep a lookout for this turning event on the MACD. Kind of looks like it's turning a little bit here. Maybe another day's information, maybe 2 days. We'll see. But once Hex, combined price of Hex gets over 3 cents, I think it's off to the races with Hex, and you can say goodbye to your little friend if you sold out. It's too late after that, right? It's too late after you sell out the Hex. Maybe you got fuddled out, and then you don't get back in. There's not much you can do about it. And just don't. Hex is looking pretty good, to be honest. And we've got support here. Look at the support where we are at the moment. So looking pretty good. We bounced pretty much off the 50 there as well, 1.4 cents, and we're back up there. So close to getting a lot more strength in this chart. So keep a lookout for that. PHEX is going to be pretty amazing. EHEX as well, looking pretty good. That was the weekend one, right? PHEX down to 50 several times on the Fibonacci, but back up there, and the 8600s of a penny. Obviously, once the stabilizes over a penny, this is off to the races. So this is definitely weaker than PHEX. But man, once it does get that strength over cent, I know it's going to gate. It's going to rally out of the gate there. And maybe even a parity play with Pulse is possible. I do think there's a few little extra weaknesses to the ETH side now, which is obviously the original Hex. But apart from that, the markets can often rally into parity anyway. Definitely still on the cards there. In fact, I think even looking more likely given the way that EHEX has been moving when PHEX has been moving as well. So there we go. That's on the EHEX PX. Haven't got the combined chart today. Shall I bring that up? Yeah, let's do it because I want to talk about it. So let's bring up the combined charts of EHEX PX on investex.io. And let's check that out. Right, so if you're on X social platform today, you're watching live. This is the first time I've streamed to X social platform. Leave a comment in the video description. It's just anything. You put anything of constructive criticism. So get in there, folks. And if you're bullish about Hex, Pulsechain, get in there, or whatever token that you're bullish in. Put a comment in there. Go for gold. Right, let's go to the hourly here. So 2.47 cents at the moment. Yeah, looking pretty nicely. And of course, we got up to this 3 cent mark, didn't we? 3 cent point 3, almost 3.2 cents. And that's where we want to break. Once we break that 3 cents there for combined price at Hex, it's off to the races, isn't it? Off to the races. Let's go to the daily, see if that will render as well. So we can see this is the hourly chart. So sometimes it renders there. There we go. Yeah, so here we've touched this 3 cents here, 3.2. And once we get support over that line, man, I think it's off to the races for Hex. Going to be really, really awesome. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's go back to the charts. Quickly, we're going to race through the validators. Let's go to validators. Have a look how many there are at the moment. 52,562 validators on Pulsechain. 1.68 trillion off the market, about 10.5% of the Pulse supply. We'll quickly bring up liquid loans, since liquid loans is also taking tons of Pulsechain off the market. And of course, this is a fork of Liquidity, and of course, our second stablecoin USDL. See, oh wow, look at that! Wow! 1.05 trillion pulses off the market. That is awesome. So let's add some of these numbers up, shall we? 1.68. So 1.68 plus 1.05. That's beautiful. 2.73 divided by approximately 16. And that is how much? 17%, 17.06%. So we're actually moving up. Yeah, I got to give that a clap. I don't often give claps, but man, that is awesome. 17.06% of all the Pulse public supply is off the market. Woohoo! Rock on. And of course, that doesn't include things that are in, some DEXs, single-side staking like Sugar Beet or anything like that, but just off these two main protocols. So that's really exciting to see that. It certainly helps, right? It helps big time. Obviously, if you want to get real scarcity in a token, you got to get like 99% scarcity, generally speaking, right? And have huge demand. That's kind of the ultimate. But it certainly plays a big role getting big percentages off the market nevertheless. So kind of bullish. All right, let's go to the gas prices. 273,000 on the gas, so a little bit higher than normal, but still very low. 1/10 of a penny for a Pulsechain swap at the moment. 1 cent at the moment for a Pulsechain swap. 1 cent, man, that's on the higher side actually compared. 7/700th of a penny for a Pulsechain transfer, and 2/10 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer at the moment. We're 642 times cheaper than Ethereum, and Ethereum is very cheap at the moment. This is a Sunday. Obviously in the northern hemisphere, which means, and the gas prices have been like 9 or 11 gwei. It's $7.24 at the moment. So if you're doing some transactions on Ethereum, maybe for Ethereum unstaking or whatever, or staking, then it's super cheap today, relatively speaking. 2,723 times cheaper than Bitcoin, $1.81 at the moment on the old Bitcoin there, and pretty much we're cheaper than virtually everybody, with slightly pretty close to Monero and Dogecoin today, but mostly pretty much cheaper than everybody. Now, what's the cool thing about Pulsechain though? The ecosystem and most of the protocols are compounding. You got to have a cheap chain, a fast chain to do efficient compounding. We also have a lot of projects that do profit sharing, and of course that's wonderful to see, like Internet Money Wallet, for example. Great example. Many other examples, but that is kind of cool. Let's go to the bridge and see how much is being bridged over. 122.9 million, so looking very strong. That's very steady, and of course, what's that up about? $45 million or something since we rallied. Really, really awesome there. 123 million almost looking. Keep an eye on that number, right? Because that number could change radically this year. And of course, we're looking for it to go up, up, up and away. How high? Well, you guys can guess. But that is pretty awesome. All right, so that's day 261. We're about to start day 262 on Pulsechain. And of course, liquid loans there. Man, look at that thing. 122 million in TVL2 locked in Pulse. Isn't that crazy numbers? And we've got $28.6 million in USDL supply at the moment. Man, these APRs are just outstanding. No wonder so many of the stable coins are locked in there. 95.8% of the stable coins are locked in the protocol itself. So they're not really moving around. They're not creating that secondary, the dynamics of demand if they're all locked in there. But once again, it's still early days and the APR is so high, 1.09, almost 110%. So there we are. This is the way it goes at the moment. And of course, 62% almost on the loaned APR as well. I know that many of you that are on liquid loans must be enjoying those mad gains at the moment. Looking pretty good. All right, looking good there. So that is pretty much it on that. We're going to get into the next category, which is the PRC 20s. There's been a lot of action, and of course, we've covered that here. Many of you would have made mad gains if you'd taken the opportunity several days ago, but we'll get into it. Let's firstly get back to the chat and catch up on some of the comments here. So we can see who else has been talking. What else? LVR, yeah, LVL. There, I gave you one in the chat there, but get into our Discord. That's probably the best place to be for you. I think you're after a lot more attention in terms of method. So definitely get into our Discord, and we'll be able to help you out there. Links in the video description. But you can use GoPulse, which is in the video description, if you need a method of buying. Pretty easy to do. Once you get on that site. DGN Hexkin. Hey, Superman. Good to see you, DGN. Welcome. Yeah, lots of videos on how to buy too out there. There's lots of the Pulsechain Hex community influencers have covered those videos. There is a link to the Discord if you want to join up. That's right. Yeah, so get in there, LVL. What else there? Crypto Dan says Pulsex is a sleeping giant, not financial advice. Certainly is looking very good. It's moved up pretty majorly, and of course above SEC prices, which is pretty encouraging. What else there? Let's jump through some of those. We got Brian's excited to say, hey, well done, Brian. 2 years, man. 2 years channel supporter. Awesome. Pulse Domains going live today. No, I think it's been live for a little while, Sandy Beach. We covered it a while back. I know that some people are getting into that. Pulse Domains in a big time. So, yeah, it seems to be pretty good. LV says, okay, sir. No, yeah, Discord is where all that there. If you want a bit more detail, it's hard to talk about stuff like that on the live stream. It's when I'm not really focused on that today. But once again, GoPulse is very easy to use. Once you get on there, you just click buy, swap, and stuff like that. It's very easy, very intuitive. All right. If you've been in crypto, if you know what you're doing in crypto. But if you don't, get into the Discord. We've got a crypto helpline in the Discord. Maybe able to help you a bit there and get into the audio chats as well. There's lots of benefits of being in the Discord that we don't have on YouTube. All right. We're the only ones with the crypto helpline too in our social platform, as far as I know, for anybody on socials. Brian says, I am watching on X and got the first live comment. Who's going to be second? Definitely get in there, folks. And I think you posted the link too. Yeah, that's the link there to the live stream at the moment that's going on. So you can leave a comment there. Go and leave a comment, everybody. That'd be really cool. All right, let's get into the top PRC 20s. These are basically, remember, Pulsechain is a full system state fork of Ethereum, and that was on the 10th of May last year at 10:36 UTC time. And so definitely check it out. You may have copies of your assets on Ethereum on Pulsechain. Don't even know about it if you're new to the Pulsechain ecosystem. Now, we got PDI there rallying big time. And, man, it's up 21%, 20% today. And, of course, we've been talking about this being a really big opportunity. And, of course, you would have made all the gains if you had been watching Hex Token Superman Crypto because we pretty much called it here, and it has broken out big time. So looking very good. We got the call here back down when it was below 001. We saw the breakout, and it has broken out in big time. So you would have made mad gains on that one. And I can't remember exactly where we were about here, but let's say we were about this much. You would be up about 106% if you'd been watching this channel. And of course, we cover everything virtually, bar the really risky stuff. We have mad gains in there, so looking really good. Now, question is, it is getting overbought on the daily, so it's probably going to cool off right here. And we're also going to have a look at the weekly on the RSI also, give us an idea. So the weekly has only just hit the overbought territory. So question mark now. If you've made mad gains, you can think about profit taking at the stage. Obviously, not financial advice. You must do your own due diligence. If you are in there, you've managed to make a lot of these mad gains. It's up to you when you take profits. But once again, the weekly is just hit the overbought territory. Can go up a little bit more possibly. But once again, it's on the weekly. It's just hit the overbought territory. Will it go much higher? It can, but I think it's kind of leveling out at the moment. Will it go up tomorrow? Possibly. So just take that into account. Just hit the overbought territory for a while. It can stay up there, but the probability is going against you now, right? It can, but you're getting in a smaller chance. And of course, had a pretty big run here. Now, where can it go to? Let's have a quick look at that. Now, obviously, the all-time high was way back here. I'm going to take this off, actually. Take the Fibonacci off there. Let me get rid of the RSI. So the all-time high was back here. We got up to like 2,851. So it has got a bit of room to move to go back there. I just think it's probably going to cool off first before it does that. It's that, under exceptional circumstances, it may try and challenge this other high, but the RSI is overheated on the daily, and the weekly has just hit the beginning of the overbought area. That's a 43% gain pretty much, or 40% gain from where we are at the moment. So it's still possible, but once again, 0.002, 0.2 of a penny, good time to take profits. Once again, it's up to you. I think your risk reward's just going against you. But hey, look, maybe the market's going to do something spectacular and try and go for a double top. I don't see it going past the double top. That'd be quite exceptional. It does happen from time to time, but at the moment, RSI is indicating, maybe some profit taking, and maybe you could wait for a little bit of pullback and might try it again, right? So let the RSI cool off. That may be the place to be. Anyway, not financial advice. Do your own due diligence on that one. Wrap Bitcoin, we pretty much called that too, and that's gone very, very well. And if you want to go back and watch the old videos, you can go check that out. But that's kind of where we are at the moment when I talk about PRC20s. And we pretty much caught this as well. I think we were a bit higher though. I think we were about $55, $56 when we were talking about this, and it was kind of looking good. I thought, oh, this looks kind of good. It hasn't really moved, and now it's back up here as well. Now the super bullish line would be get over this kind of area here, this $93 or so. That could really take off. In fact, $98 or so, and way to the roses there. Now let's see. Have we got the RSI? In fact, I don't know if I've got the RSI in here. Let's pull that in. RSI must be in another version, but anyway, yeah, we're not overbought territory yet, so we're at 64. So definitely this could make a play to go a bit higher even than it has now. But once again, yeah, that's still definitely get over there, but once again might cool off with the RSI. So question mark over this. If you made mad gains from 55 to 90, definitely a good place to take profits, right? So there we go. We're up to 61. There's a little bit room left, so it may try and go over, but once again, a fairly good place to take profits, about 75% or so, and not bad at all. So congratulations, we've really been picking them off here on this channel very, very nicely indeed. Now we've had some other ones, of course, Treasury Bill and Teddy Bear, which are not forked, they're new tokens, and a Tropa there as well. They're up 16%, looking pretty good there. Just going through some of these others here. Aave is up 21%, looking pretty nice as well. Plutos up 16%. These are all PRC20 copies of Ethereum. Now, there's a big standout today. I just wanted to pull that out. Let me pull that up there. Yes, Maker. Maker coin had a massive race up there. Look at that pump on Maker. Wow. Now, we do keep a lookout on these other ones. I wasn't particularly following this closely, although we had seen some moves up on Maker before. But this has really popped. Look at that, $6.97 to $14 on that volume. So pretty impressive there with Maker. I don't really think we've got an RSI on this one either. Now, the liquidity for this is pretty decent as well. There's a billion Pulse sitting inside the Maker copy, and the liquidity at the moment 236K as well. So there's only 8,387 Maker in there at the moment. Let's have a look at the Maker supply just while we're here. Maker. All right. One moment, caller. 900. Oh, something went wrong. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, we're trying to do a live stream here. What's going on there? 977,000 maker. 45,872 holders. So 977,000. So we got 8,300 inside the pool here. Had that 977,000. Big pump here. Big volume came in. So a bit of action there on maker. So that's the top PRC 20s. Let's jump over to the meme coins. The meme coins, we picked up another one here as well. Man, we've been on a real winning list here at the moment. And so let's go to by volume. We've got Blasters down 24%. What I want to talk about, Access Alive holding up nicely at 17,666. Randy Alaski's note tokens. So we've got a lot of, in the meme coins, we've got quite a few influencers with their projects or tokens in here. We've got Randy Alaski there, pretty much flat there at the moment, just under 0.2 of a penny. Mega is up 22%, so nice gains there from Mega. Let's have a quick look at Mega there, and that is looking a nice little pump back there, and just coming off the bottom there, nice little uptrend going on here, looking pretty good on a Mega at the moment. Reflux is up 1.5%. Now let's get to it. So Ben, we talked about Ben. We called Ben really nicely. And really well. Like we front run that thing. So if you'd gotten to Ben, you would have made mad gains. Look at that thing. And we pretty much called that down the bottom here somewhere. And of course, that's because Ben was going to be, that's Ben Armstrong, the formerly BitBoy. He's rebuilding his community, right? Rebuilding, biggest crypto influencer. I think he had 2 million subscribers on BitBoy. Got pushed out by his team and is rebuilding again. Now, he's also seems to be going big on Pulsechain and Hex. So maybe he's after the community, after the engagement, or maybe he generally has an interest in the fight against the ECC and is bullish about Pulsechain. I don't know. You decide what his motives are. But nevertheless, he is being pretty bullish across the board there. At the moment, of course, a really massive volume came in here. Massive uptrend there. So another one we crushed it on this channel. And I said, well, I did say it was speculative, though. But I said you could make mad gains, and some really nice gains to be made on there. Look at them, huge. Anyway, big profit taking in here as well, obviously after such a big spike, but nevertheless, there we go. It is speculative, right? Speculative, but we still haven't seen those videos out from Ben Armstrong, have we? So this is Ben Armstrong on X social platform. He's been covering Hex and Pulsechain quite a bit here as well. So he apparently had a video there on Hex and Pulse, and he was going to repost that. So he had a couple of things here. If you support Hex and Pulse, demand Steven Stanbrook. So he's got some more stuff around Hex. Be fired today. So he's just continuing to, recently cover Pulsechain and Hex quite a bit. So he said quite a bit there. On the 28th, he said, would like to say a big thank you to the Hex and Pulsechain communities of being so supportive of my video and statement. So he's continuing to work on stuff like that. I don't think we've seen, probably going to see more from him around the Pulsechain Hex stuff there. We're supposed to do individual videos. I don't believe he's done that still yet. He got here 28th. Could someone please explain the Hex community's most current legal support for Rich Art Win? It's got stuff like that in there. So you can still see he's been very consistent there. Then he put out this Pulse petition here as well. Here is an easy thing you can do to support the case, decentralized finance for the SEC. It needs another 6,000 signatures or so. So if you want to actually get in on this one, he's had 60,000 views on this. For the Pulsechain signature, then definitely get involved in that. So Pulsechain petition versus SEC, I guess, SEC, and you can go in and vote on that. So if you want to support, that's probably a good way of doing it. Get in there and help support. So nice little initiative there from Ben Armstrong, formerly BitBoy. So kind of cool. So yeah, really nice stuff happening there, and he's on a battle there as well. So doing lots of things there also. So nice one there from BitBoy, and of course the Ben token there, the copy of his Ethereum version, got rallied super high there. So keep a lookout for this one. Obviously, it had a big rally, and it could come back a bit more. So just take care out there. We pretty much hit that run, and it's taking a breather now. All right, so that's kind of cool. I think that was everything I was going to say about that, was I? I think so. What that more token for Trayvon is up 8% as well. So nice little move up there from more token. Looks like it's really starting to recover now and gain some strength. But it has had quite a nice run into here already. one to maybe to keep an eye out on there. That's more token from Trayvon, the big influencer there. What else? Had quite a few other tokens down here at the moment. So let's move past that. Let's get to our main category. You guys know what it is, Pulsechain projects. Yeah, boy. So we have had a new project launch on Pulsechain within the, I guess, about 24 hours plus ago. It was when I would have covered it yesterday, but I wasn't streaming yesterday. But let's get into it today. Here it is here. ZK ZX has launched. And you can see here on the hourly chart, that is the launch at the moment. On the daily, and you can see it's only just been launched just over a day or so. I'm just trying to see when the time is. Yeah, it says the pair was created 5 days ago, but the project itself only launched in the last day or so as well. Let's quickly look at how many tokens they have in the market. And of course, 100 million ZK ZX tokens, 760 holders so far. So 100 million tokens there. And of course, you can see if we go to holders, we can see, I guess it looks like there's 10 million in the top wallet, probably a team's wallet. And then we've got a whole ton of holders holding quite a bit actually of the supply, over a million, a lot of million plus holders there in the list there. So interesting allocation. Not quite sure how that was allocated. Anyway, the price at the moment is pretty much still rallying there. 2 cents is the price. And what is it? What is a ZK? ZX. Well, here it is on X social platform. ZK-ZX.cash is live, and of course, ZK-ZX is a fork of Tornado Cash. Yes, you guys hear it here. We have had another fork before. I don't think that's operating that well, but this is the, I believe, the second one deployed exclusively on Pulsechain. There is a 0.5% fee when making withdrawals, so just take that into account. We did not do a sacrifice or raise any money. Now, obviously, this is about anonymity and privacy and transactions. So, you know, that's kind of the utility there. We did not do a sacrifice or raise any money. We have not launched a token. Do not fall for scams, of course. They've had, 25,000 views on this, which is pretty good. So if you want to check this out, I will send you a copy of this as well. This is the latest project to launch on Pulsechain that I'm aware of. That's a utility project, of course. ZK ZX, and do your own research, all that good stuff. Not financial advice, and you know how the rhythm goes. But that is the latest project on there. I haven't done a full due diligence of it at all, but there it is. So kind of cool. Now they did say deposits and withdrawals can take up to a minute or two. Sometimes your private note is auto saved as a text file when depositing to a pool. It is crucial you do not lose your note. It is, otherwise you'll lose your access to the funds. Remember that. The private note is required to make the withdrawal, so you definitely cannot lose that. Even got people like Crypto Coffee, the biggest influence in our space. This is cool. Can you explain how it's different from Hurry Cash? Hey, Coffee, I'm not too familiar with Hurry Cash. Sorry, I can't really give you a good answer. Now, Hurry Cash is the first one that was up, right? So, and that was one of the sacrifice projects, although we haven't heard much from the team at all. So there we are. Got people like KDP asking, do you have audits? We do not raise money or do sacrifice. We will not pay. We will not be paying for audits. We make our code open source at some point today, etc. So you got some basic questions in there. You can check it out. But in any case, that is another fork of Tornado Cash on Pulsechain, and they do have 2,181 followers. So they've had some quick followers there from obviously getting some nice coverage there as well. Obviously, the token officially launched as well. For those that are interested. So we got, if you can read all the details, that is the contract details. Now I did post this in the Hex Token Discord under Pulsechain project, so you can get access to all the information there as well. The supply is 100 million tokens. 100% of the Zcash protocol fees market buy and burn the token. So that 0.5% fee that we talked about is going to market buy and burn the ZK ZX token. But remember, there is also a 3% buy and sell tax. So just take that into account there. So set slippage to 3% there. So there is 100% of the protocol fees market buy and burn the token. There's a 3% buy and sell tax slippage set to 3%. So you got to set your slippage to 3% so you can actually buy or sell the token. That may contribute to any of all the following: buy and burn, plunge protection, deepening, ZK, ZX, privacy protocols. Please remember, ZK, ZX did not raise any money or conduct any sacrifice phase. You'll have zero expectations of profit from the work of others and that is the place you can still enjoy your awesome privacy protocol without buying the token, of course. So there we are. That is it. So just be careful out there. Also, make sure that you're using the official contracts so that you're not getting scammed or rug pulled, all that sort of stuff like that, right? So that is kind of cool from the team. This is the interface, zkzx.cash. And of course, I've just zoomed it up there. Now, they have different amounts you can deposit, 100,000 million, 10 million. Now, every time that you switch between these, it will change the amount of deposits that are in that category. If you did 100,000, there's lots of deposits. Obviously, it's much smaller. If you jump to a million, it's got different time frames that people will put in, because obviously million's more than 100K. It just depends on the number of users using it. It tells you how many users. They put deposits in there as well. 10 million, and it's got the numbers there as well. 100 million, there's only 2 people, right? 2 people that put in 100 million or so, which is a lot if you're going into protocol for this. So there we are. That is it. And of course, you go to the withdrawal, you can withdraw as well. Now, you can just have to basically step through this. You'll get a privacy note. Remember, you got to look after that. That's what you need to withdraw, so you don't want to lose that. So just take your time doing it. You can also look on YouTube. There's lots of people with Tornado Cash videos and things like that if you want to watch those, how to do. But it's a pretty easy step through as well. But you must not lose that privacy note that you need to withdraw it with. Otherwise, you won't be able to access your funds, right? Now, there is some compliance and documents and things like that. You have to be on Pulsechain, of course, as well. So there are audits, but the audits, I believe, were from the Tornado Cash. How it's still experimental software. Please use your own risk. So there we are. That's a privacy option. Now, obviously, we've got other alternatives potentially. Maybe not the same intensity using ZK, but you think about Beetroot, Privacy Hub, and other ones like that. So there's a few other options out there with different fees and things like that. So that is the play at the moment. Obviously, you deposit. User generates a random key. Deposits basically Pulse, and along with submitting a hash of the note to the Tornado Cash, or in this case, the ZKZX. You wait after depositing. You should wait for some amount of time for withdrawing, and then withdraw. User submits a proof of having the valid key to one of those notes deposited, and the contract transfers as well. Now, I don't know whether it's 5 deposits until it starts to process. That may be the case. I haven't done it myself, so I just remember the Hurry Cash was, I think, was 5 people had to deposit before it sort of processed. So I'm not sure if it works like that. It's been a long time since I've ever used it. So there we are, a bit of a highlight of a cool new project on the Pulsechain, and currently doing pretty well in the chart there. All right, let's get to the rest of them. That is that, and then we're going to sort by liquidity here. Have a look down through there. So Mintra is up 5%. As obviously ZKZX is up 105%. That just launched. 232K liquidity, which is a pretty good start from that one. What else there? Time Token is up 5%. Daytona Finance up 5.8% there. Weight Token from Coast is up 7%, doing pretty well. Communist is up 10% there. And Pulse LN is up 7.88% as well. If you haven't used Pulse LN, it really is cool, really fast. And the market's starting to price this project up. Look at that. So we're getting a lot of the utilities. You know, some people say, oh, utilities don't really do much, but they really are the underlying asset there. And, of course, it's starting to get priced up. It's very, very cool. Pulse LN, of course, uses Bitcoin Lightning Network and other chain tokens to lightning speed get onto Pulsechain. Is pretty cool. So definitely check out Pulse LN. If you haven't checked that out, Pulse LN is pretty cool. Let's pull that website up. So this is the Pulse LN site here. You can see it's got many options, including the Bitcoin Lightning Network, but it's got Ethereum, BNB, Optimism, Arbitrum. So if you were wanting to buy a little bit of Arbitrum and Optimism for the Protodank sharding speculation, if it goes to mainnet in March, then you could use this as one option of buying some Optimism and Arbitrum. Definitely looking cool there. What else there? Heaps of different stuff in here. It even got Ethereum Power in there. It even got Ethereum Power if you were wanting to do some of your Hex stuff on Ethereum Power, which we covered a little while ago. So there we are, looking pretty good with Pulse LN. You can find all these sites in our Discord under useful links. Pretty cool. Also, coin lists, Pulse Coin List also has a big link of on-chain, off-chain sites as well. So looking pretty good there on the chain. That is pretty much the highlights. Now let's quickly go to stablecoins. We haven't talked about stablecoins for a little while. And at the moment, our stablecoins are at USDL are looking pretty good at pretty much around $1. Coast there are pretty much at 98 cents. Very, very nice. Now, we are waiting, of course, for PXDC from Power City Earn Protocol, delayed because of the Fetch Oracle. And of course, we've got our next stablecoin coming up, right? You guys know PUSD Algo. And of course, I'm a big supporter of PUSD Algo. I think we're going to see more of this online soon from other influencers as well. As when they start to get their head around this, I think that's going to be really, really exciting. We already see people in our own community. One of our moderators, Archie, is huge in the Jacobs ecosystem. Obviously, Jacobs ecosystem covers multiple top DeFi projects on Pulsechain, including PulsePot, BNB Pot, or BNB Pot's on BNB, but PulsePot, which is really doing incredible at the moment. And what else we're going to say? TYCZ, which is going to be DeFi Binance, it's going to be on BB. And of course, TYRX V4, obviously one of the most popular, in fact, was the most popular GameFi protocol on Pulsechain. And I'm sure when V4 comes out, it's going to reignite into glory. The other one, of course, is PUSD Algo, the first algorithmic stablecoin on Pulsechain. Got to be pretty amazing. And compared to Terra Luna, this is going to be fully DeFi, which is going to be wonderful to see. And so far, the prototype of PUSD on Pulsechain was amazing to perform very well. So I'm excited about where this could go. Now, obviously, more speculative than some of the other projects, but the actual capital outlay to commercial upside is potentially huge. And of course, I do like the mechanism of a stability miner to make that happen. So it's going to be pretty fun. Fully DeFi, fully decentralized, no middleman, no human in the road, and it's just going to operate like that. So pretty exciting. There's going to be multiple tokens, of course. Algo is going to be like the Luna token. PUSD will be like the CST token. And the brand name of PUSD, as I always say, is looking amazing. Pulse USD, can't do better brand name than that. Going to be incredible. Now, the key thing this targets on the Pulse chain is it helps solve the scalability issue. In other words, we can make an huge number of stable coins, not really restricted by the number of collateralized tokens, for example, like liquid loans or Power City, or the amount of fiat coming on. So it's really cool how it can scale, just like Terra Luna scaled ginormously. PUSD, of course, the stablecoin could be massive as well. And the cool thing about this, it doesn't need to, you can just issue and redeem on the platform rather than buying and selling in the actual PUSD pool, which will operate pretty amazingly based on the prototype. The other thing, of course, PUSD is going to be basically pegged to liquid loans USDL, so it's going to get all the stability mechanisms from that liquidity fork as well. So it's a double whammy there. Really is super cool. Obviously, stability miner there as well. You'll be able to provide all sorts of different types of liquidity. So we've got lots of people that could come on here to earn nice little yields, just provide liquidity and help support the stability miners and the limit orders, helping to peg the PUSD stablecoin. The other thing, of course, is the earn there. You'll be able to, anything that you do on the platform, you're going to earn Flex incentive token. So we've got Algo, PUSD, and the Flex token. The Flex is a reward token. If you do anything on the platform, whatever it is, minting, stability miner, whatever staking, you're going to earn Flex tokens, and you're going to earn a share of the fees from the V3 pool. So it's not based on inflation. You're earning inflation rewards. You're earning utility rewards from the V3 DEX itself if you're doing for the Flex token. So it's going to be pretty fun like that. The other thing, of course, is with the Algo and PUSD, just like they had in kind of Anchor, you're going to Anchor protocol on Terra Luna, you're going to be able to earn in the Algo and PUSD at much more modest rates, right? So these are the improvements, the enhancements with the full DeFi approach, is that you're not going to have any middlemen. You're not going to go going off and buying, Bitcoin with your tokens. You're not going to be doing all this sort of weird stuff. You're not going to have yields that are just too high, all this sort of stuff there. And of course, you're going to have better swapping, issue and redemption mechanisms. So this is all part of the superior model here in the DeFi approach. So Algo staking, PUSD staking, it's looking going to be pretty awesome. You're going to earn more Algo, more PUSD stablecoins this way. And of course, they're going to have a locking phase as well. Going to be pretty neat from there. Now, you're obviously going to be able to redeem the stablecoin for Algo as well. You'll be able to do swapping as well on the DEX with many, many tokens. It's going to be pretty cool. And then, of course, you're going to be able to unwrap the fourth token, the wrapped PUSD, the stablecoin. And, of course, that will be claimable over different periods of time, which will also help with the valuation of the tokens itself. Now, the sacrifice is open at the moment, 25 days left to go. It got extended for 45 days. We're on day 65. At the moment, you can earn 2 bonuses if you sacrifice at the moment. So to sacrifice, you can use any of the tokens on Pulsechain or Ethereum, any of these ones in the list here, which is your popular stable coins and tokens. So you can use any of those. You can send it to this address, E223. That is a sacrifice as well. And of course, that will record your sacrifice and you'll be able to get your credits of your tokens. Now, for every $1 that you will get 20 algo coins, 200 flex tokens, and a 0.01 wrapped PUSD. So a really good combination. Now, there are two bonuses to be made. So the first one is to use a referral bonus. I got a 19% one in the video description, and you'll be winning straight away with that. And so what happens is that you'll sacrifice money, then you'll get that 90% bonus on top. And if you reach $1,000, you'll get access to the second bonus, which what was called Bonus X. And Bonus X is in the second column here. The referral bonus is in the first column. And of course, Bonus X will be any bonus between 1.01 and a 2X there. So it's a multiplier. So that's going to boost your sacrifice points again, which means you get a whole ton more of these tokens for free, which is pretty awesome. So looking at a quick example here, we've got this person here. Actually, let's go to the second page. Let's go to page 3 and have a look at one of these. So this person here, they used a referral code of 19%, so like the one in the video description. And of course, they ended up getting $1,354. So they reached that $1,000 threshold inclusive of the referral there. And then they automatically get allocated a bonus X multiplier between 1 and 2.2x there. And of course, they ended up getting a very high one here, 1.96, a very high indeed. And of course, that means that their original sacrifice went from $1,300 to $2,600. And of course, for every dollar that they have, they're going to get allocated 20 algo, 200 flex, and 0.01 wrap PUSD as well. Remember, wrap PUSD is that reward token version that you can unwrap later when it unlocks. And so they got 53,000 algo coins. They got 531,000 flex tokens. That's the reward one. And of course, they got 26 wrap PUSD there as well. Looking very, very cool. So that's how easy it is, folks. So if you do under 1,000, you're still going to get that 90% bonus. And if you do over 1,000, you're going to get access to that bonus X. So that's two bonuses. Pretty awesome. Now, what's the cool thing about this? Not all sacrifices projects are created equal. In terms of PUSD algo, 75%, I'll repeat, 75% of the capital funds day one will be going into the protocol straight away. So you're not going to be wondering where the money go. Why is there not bigger liquidity pools and stuff like that? 50% is going into the liquidity pools. They have to set up like 4 or 5 liquidity pairs, obviously, with all these tokens. And that's going to be bullish. And for 25% is going to go straight into the stability miner, which is going to help set up and support the pegging and stability of the PUSD algorithmic stablecoin. Pretty awesome there. And with those limit orders that we talked about. So that's all going to be automated, fully DeFi. And with 75% of the capital going in there, awesome. The other cool thing is that obviously it's going to be a modest capital raise versus the commercial upside could be massive. So that's what you want, right? You want to get just the right amount of capital raised. You don't want to have too much overcapitalization like many of the projects may have, but you want to have that big upside. And of course, that's where you get the mad gain. So really excited about this. Multiple ways of earning, multiple chance for the capital to really get bigger and bigger and bigger, and could become a juggernaut stablecoin on Pulsechain number 4. Now, obviously, Jacob has to reach the certain amount of capital for this to launch, but we're optimistic, and he's got several initiatives coming up as we understand it in the future. So to get this up to that target. So if you want to get in there, folks, the link's in the video description, 90%, and get potentially on one of the biggest protocols on Pulsechain coming up. So looking forward to it. All right, that's pretty much that on that. Let's get back in the chat there and catch up. Who else has jumped in here? Who else is here? Never fear. Let's jump back there. I think we've let's jump back there. We've got Hexander the Great. Hello, Hexkins. Good to see you, Hexander. First time I've seen you in the chat, actually. So welcome. Good to see you as well. So well done. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and get into our Discord if you're new here, Xander. Awesome stream, Hex Token, says Sandy. Hey, thank you so much. Sandy says, I'm the second comment live. Nice one there, Sandy. Big shout out to you. Pumpkin Owl says, yep, die. Thanks, Hex Token. It's a winner. Well done, Pumpkin Owl, on catching that one there. Nice, mad gains for sure. Clintron says, howdy, folks. Howdy, Clintron. Welcome to the chat as well. Hex Enthusiast in the house there. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Welcome. And what else there? We've got Christian in the house there, the DJ King. Hello, Christian. Good to see you as well. Hex Down Under says, Superman, how's the Headspace update? Please, sir. Hope you're doing well. Headspace update. I'm not sure what you mean, Hex Down Under. Everything's going pretty well, though. The summer is shining outside. Maybe that's what you're meaning. It is looking good. All right, have we got Hex? Let's see if we got Hex here. How many minutes passed? I think we must have the Hex daily stats out. Let's get into that. It's our final topic for the day. Let's go. So Hex.com, folks, buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain, and then burn it for T-shares. T-shares stands for trillions of shares, what we call our T-share miners. We're going to earn more Hex with those. So Hex.com, the link's in the video description. Now, day 1518, hot off the press, the 28th of January 2024. We're looking pretty amazing there. The price is at 85/100th of a penny, up 1.1%. The payout, this is the main number that we're after. What payout do we get in terms of Hex per T-share? Well, it's 6.836 today. Yesterday, we got 7.126. Now, I never covered yesterday, but that's amazing. 7.126, and the day before 6.8 there as well. Now, we've had no changes in the share rate today. Earlier pays better in Hex. We have a share rate that goes up all the time, which means you need more Hex per T-share that you're going to get, all things equal. APY there is 39% today, 41% almost yesterday. Looking very, very nice there. We went down 3,300 T-shares yesterday, but up 1,800 today. We're sitting at 9,572,000 T-shares in the ownership pool. So the T-shares, the ownership pool. Imagine Hex is really easy to understand. We have a reward pool with all the Hex in it every day. We have an ownership pool with T-shares in it, and the owners own the rewards. So the rewards are going up all the time, and the T-shares are going down. So what does that mean, folks? You do the math. That means the Hex payout for T-shares going up. So it's pretty bullish. And if the price goes up, you're winning yield and price. And that's the holy grail of utility DeFi, I would say. The ultimate CD miner is Hex. Pretty amazing. Let's go over to the lock percentage of coins. 9.3% of Hex is locked on the old Ethereum chain. 800,000 in penalties today, but yesterday was massive. 6.3 million Hex penalties yesterday. And of course, we had that goes on top of the rewards, right? And of course, we end up getting 65.4 million yesterday and 68 million. Yesterday and 65 million in rewards today. So being a T-share miner is awesome. So I love it. And that Hex chart I said earlier is looking good, man. It's looking good. Some people are going to be really disappointed that they sold out of Hex. I'm telling you, it's going to be a bit of a cry fest later on. But hey, that's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes sometimes. We're up 23 liquid holders today, 23 yesterday, and we're down 28 on the miners at the moment. 119,270 and 270. No, 119,027 is what I'm trying to say there in terms of miners. Now, with the miners going down on the Ethereum chain at the moment, and that's been a trend for some time, we had a little bit of a break in that trend. It means that Hex is becoming a far more exclusive club, and sometimes exclusive clubs tend to perform pretty well, I would say. Now, we haven't got Pulsechain out at the moment, but yesterday we had yesterday's number for Pulsechain, which is a day, what was it, day 60 and 260, and the payout was 6.8 that day. So that's just to catch up on that one. But yeah, we don't have day 261 out, so that's not quite out yet. It'll probably come out in another 5 minutes or so. But that is pretty much it. We might read that out tomorrow. Looking good is on Hex and Pulsechain. Now, if you want to get more content, more insight, more intel, all that good stuff, join our Discord. It really is the #1 Pulsechain Hex Discord. We got on there early and built up a wonderful community. We've got over 1,200 members. I think it's 1,250 almost. And of course, a great place to be. We've got 6 chat groups on different topics, from Richard Hart tokens to Pulsechain projects, to non-crypto, to all sorts of stuff. We've got a crypto helpline, which is community run as well. And we have helped hundreds of people in there, maybe even more. It is a crazy place. We've got 3 audio chats as well. You can have chats about crypto. You can play games. We've got to play a game chat as well that a lot of people would like to use. It really is a good place for crypto and social. Really awesome in there as well. We have the most comprehensive Pulsechain information and useful links. It is incredible as well. And of course, I'm in there a lot of the time. And I don't know how many other influencers are in there chats a lot, but I'm definitely in there living the dream with the community. And that's how we rock and roll, right? The other thing I was going to say is that if you want to join our strategy club, it's a private club in the Discord, and you can only see it if you join strategy club. That's a multi-chain club there, and we're looking at top projects, strategies, intel, and really it is incredible. So get in there as well. We will be holding an impromptu session later on this afternoon in there, so definitely jump in there if you want to get access to that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have interviews and other things coming up for that. So that's pretty awesome. So Discord for Pulsechain Hex is $5 a month, 16 cents a day is a private Discord. And of course, the strategy club there, $35 a month if you want to get the extra insights there with strategy and all that sort of stuff, which I generally don't talk about in the Discord as much. So definitely get in on that strategy club room. The links in the video description and in the chat there. So pretty amazing. Awesome, right? Awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. An hour and 5 minutes. I think there's probably enough time. I think we've covered everything today. So yeah, the big update today, the projects, ZKZX, the Tornado Cash fork, that is the big news today. And of course, with some of those charts absolutely performing very well. And of course, we got in early on all those. You'd have absolutely made mad gains, which is part of the cool thing. We are documenting Pulsechain, which means we cover a lot of the tokens that are launching and have a good idea of what's going on, right? Have a great idea. In fact, the best of the best. Let's not hold back. Why are we holding back? Why are we being so humble? No, I'm just kidding. Let's get into it. Let's rock and roll. We're going to enjoy the crypto journey on Pulsechain. It's going to be amazing. As well as crypto generally is going to be awesome in this bull market. The bull market to rule them all, I would say. That's how we rock and roll. All right, let's see who else has jumped in here. Let's see it. We got Brennan in the house there, folks. I made it. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you, Brennan. Brennan says no one likes essence stones more than me. I have no idea what that guy's talking about, but he breathes fire. Brennan does. He breathes fire. Get Hex here as well. Hi to all. Hey, Get Hex. Welcome, welcome. And I'm loving those Superman emojis. Hex down under says the real Superman helping others in need. That's what we're trying to do in there. We're trying to do in that. We've saved a lot of people from a lot of troubles in that crypto helpline. That's for sure. So it's going pretty well. Hope everyone enjoys that that community-driven service. LFG y'all, a crypto Canino, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I love the emojis, looking really, really good. All right, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. If you want to get into continuing the chat, get into our Discord. That's what it's all about, 24/7. Yeah, baby, yeah. Well, at least when people are in there, for sure, for sure. It is driven by humans, after all. Humans, not robots, not AI robots. All right. Let me see here. What do we got here? All right. I'm going to play out this video on the way out. Enjoy the magic carpet ride, folks. Pulsechain, bull market. It's happening. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a long period of time, maybe 15 months or so. It's going to be so much fun, folks. You are guys all here early. Pick up the best stuff there. You know, don't chase pennies after freight trains and all sorts of stuff like that. Make sure you're very wise with your crypto investing and don't interact with any scam coins or, you know, freebies. Oh, this is free. I'm going to take that. And then you get wrecked and rugged. Don't be that guy. Be wise, be wise, be wise. All right. Take care, everybody. Magic Carpet Ride 2.0. Let's go.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.